budget like Roy, no sick free. If you wanna get me, then come get me. We've been trying to check things like check, please. It feel like you left me with my destiny. Bitch, I doubled up and then I rewind. Open up yours and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dem football guys. We are back. Waiver wire week 9. I got Boogie with me. Black Welch. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, what's up, man? How was your week 8? How did it go, man?
Yeah, week 8 was pretty good. I mean, I'm in so many leagues, so it's like if I'm over 500, I'll take the win. Lost a couple league. Jordan Mason sliding me out, so
Yeah, his shoulder. I mean, you said it yourself. His shoulder. I didn't think it was a major injury. It's not, but he re-injured it. So
as a running back, I would assume that's very
yeah.
Unless you go get every time you get tackled, it's like
yeah.
But how was your week though?
Mine was good. First time this year that I've won in every league in sleeper. So,
yeah,
and I have 10 sleeper leagues. Like,
that's crazy. That's tough. That's actually very tough. And I was gonna say you won in my league because low key, me and Toby ain't been telling you, but we like every week we come and we like, damn, hey, Boogie got like,
oh yeah. I mean, I knew I was gonna win because my team in there. If you look at my team, it's a great team. Like the players.
I blame Keenan Allen. I'm looking at every time I look at your team, I'm like, it got to be Keenan.
I'm about to say because like it's not even like the fact I'm 0-7. I don't care because my team itself is great. Like it's not even like I could have did anything different in the draft. It's like you see who's at the helm and who's at the tail. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, fantasy is like that sometimes, and that's unfortunate. But like, you know what I'm saying. But let's get straight into it. Waiver wire week 9. Let's start with who's the first player we're gonna start with. Let's start with quarterbacks. Before we give you this list, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We're on all social media platforms: Twitter, IG, Facebook, TikTok. Fuck with us. Make us one of your sources. But let's start off. The first person I have on this list is Sam Darnold. Surprisingly, I'm actually surprised he's on waivers. I'm just like I don't
not really that surprised because he had a bye last week. Like not this week, the week before that. And the week before that, he had 4 points against the Jets. So it would make sense why somebody would drop him.
Yeah, I seen somebody drop him in my league. I'm just completely shocked. And best believe I got a little, I hit that blue button right next to his name, like right next to the waiver. I said, bet. But I believe Sam Darnold's he has a great matchup coming up, actually. He is playing, let me tell you who he's playing. He's playing Indy. I mean, I think this says get back to what you're doing, probably 20 points.
Get him, are you going to start him?
Yeah. If I get him, I'm starting him. So who do I, well, I lied. I have Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels I started. But I'll pick him up just because, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you should pick him up just because. Let me tell you his rest of the games he got coming up. Indy, Jacksonville, Tennessee. I guess Tennessee and Chicago, that's where it's kind of like it gets weird. But Indy, Jacksonville, 2 games coming up. I think that's a great pickup. If you don't have a quarterback and he's on your waiver wire, you definitely need to be picking up Sam Darnold. How do you feel about that?
I agree.
Okay, cool. Let's go to our next quarterback. I know you're not like the biggest fan of him, and you said he might give you guys. He could potentially give you 6, and I'm not going to fight you on that. I agree, but he is playing Seattle. You saw how Josh Allen had a great time with Seattle, and the best thing about it is like all his weapons are back. So Cooper Kupp is back, Puka is back. That means more touchdowns. That's exactly what it means. It means more touchdowns. It's just hard to. Kyron was carrying the workload when both of those guys were gone. I just feel like Matthew Stafford, Seattle, Miami, New England. I mean, I'm not in love with the schedule, but he has his weapons back. So I think we should if you're looking for a quarterback, I would consider Matthew Stafford, not over Darnold. But yeah. And let's go to our last quarterback on this list. I feel like we love what Jameis Winston did. And I know you fuck with Jameis Winston. I fuck with Jameis Winston just off the strength of fantasy points. If he's throwing picks or not, he's just great for fantasy. You know, he's not wasting time. He's either going down all the way to going down the whole field, or he's throwing a pick and then they score and then he gets the ball right back. Picks are not that bad when it comes to fantasy. I'll just say that. But he did pretty good against the Baltimore. Baltimore secondary is not the best. It's actually not good. It's just a bad secondary. You can't run on them, but you can throw on them. But did you want to go over like why I was kind of contemplating and not putting him on the list?
You said why you were?
Yeah, like he's on the list, but really, I feel like he's on.
Why you don't? I want him to.
Okay, so this is my thing with Jameis. My thing with Jameis is I'm looking at the schedule. We're looking at let me see what we're looking at. We're looking at his upcoming schedule. We have Chargers coming up. Boogie, you believe that's so I would say would you start him in the stream against the Chargers?
Yeah, for sure. I start him against the Chargers and I start him against the Saints.
Okay, so we have Chargers bye week, Saints. Now from week 12 to week 15, I guess that's a part where you're like, yeah, maybe you.
I'm searching otherwhere.
Yeah. So we have Pitt, Denver, Pitt, KC. So yeah, and it's Jameis. Jameis, I personally can't trust Jameis, but I know Jameis is capable of what he did.
I trust Jameis more than I trust Stafford. I would say that.
I got Stafford over Jameis. Let's do it.
Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing?
It's just a bet. Like it's just like I got Stafford, you got Jameis.
Okay.
All right, cool. But yeah, I'm just cautioning the schedule for Jameis. I picked up the other quarterback on the Bears on the Browns. I just feel like Jameis is gonna crash out eventually.
That other quarterback, not a quarterback.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna tell y'all, don't pick him up, please.
He said another quarterback is not a quarterback.
Unless you're in a dynasty, there's no reason for you to look at him.
Okay, I did pick him up it was dynasty. It's dynasty.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the wide receivers that we have on our list. We have Cedric Tillman, 16.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's here. He's here, and honestly, the best thing about it is Jameis is also there too. So, Jameis. Yeah, Jameis don't give a fuck. Like Jameis gonna give you the opportunities. So
he might even be the one over the other guy you got on this list.
Yeah, for sure. And let's get to him. Anything else you want to say about Tillman? I think he's a great pickup. I would burn a waiver wire on him. I burned a waiver wire on him last week.
I have a hot take about Tillman that I don't think is much of a hot take. But just because of his draft where he was drafted third 2 years ago. I think he's the next Nico Collins, pretty much. Big, strong receiver. So tap in while you can, bro. While he's cheap, tap in.
Yeah. I tapped in. I picked him up in some redrafts. I'm gonna put him on the block. Like he's on the block already. It's like if somebody's ready to overpay me, I'm definitely down with it.
This guy. What do you want for Tillman? Now, I'm not asking, but like you're saying overpay. What is overpay to you?
That's a great question.
Yeah, one good game, and now we about to overpay.
There's always tilters in a league. There's always going to be somebody that's tilting. So who's tilting? So I'll put him out there. If I don't get what I need, or if I can't get something close to what I need, I'll keep him. I'm cool with keeping him. I just like to auction my waiver wire pickups, maybe auction them with like a running back and say, oh, can I get one of your receivers? Like ideally, would I trade Tillman for like Ayuk in Dynasty? Potentially. You wouldn't do that? I would do that.
No.
I would do that. I have a lot of receivers.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't do that?
Yeah, we on two different wavelengths, my nigga.
That's hilarious.
What pick would you sell Tillman for a pick?
No. Well, it depends what pick. If you give me a first or second, I can consider it. Yeah.
You're not considering it. You just said consider. You wouldn't consider it, bro. I know you.
Yeah, nah, black boys do know me. Like that shit is that's just so you can send me the offer, and then I can be like,
and you can be
nah.
like, I don't know.
Nah, facts. Okay, let's go to the second. His teammate, wide receiver Jerry Jeudy, 49.9% owned. All of this works because of Jameis Winston.
Yes,
That's just the key to it.
Jeudy has now technically had, I think, the best game he's had there as a receiver, fantasy wise, at least. Because previously, he was catching touchdown passes. I lied. He caught one touchdown pass with Deshaun Watson the first game. But yeah, this is his. He's had the most receiving yards in this past game, 79. And he's had any other game this season. So,
how many targets did he have?
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good recipe right there, man.
So, I mean, as long as Jameis is the starter, I think because even Njoku had the best game of his career. This season too. So as long as JMO is there, the starters, I think you can start them if you need to. If you're streaming or whatever, you can definitely.
Yeah, quick question. So I'm just looking at the schedule, like we're looking at Jameis' schedule. Chargers, bye. Are these players that you would drop on by?
Me personally, I would try to trade Tillman on a bye, but that's too much work because again,
on a bye,
niggas don't respect Tillman yet, and they shouldn't because he's a waiver wire pickup. I potentially would try to trade Njoku on the bye, but I like Njoku. I don't want to keep him.
Yeah. You've been on the Njoku boards on the boat. So now I respect that. So keep your Browns pretty much. I would have dropped Tillman after that performance.
Keep your Browns because you won't get the value you need back, or you're going to be like Gator and try to get too much value, and that shit.
Yeah. Now facts. All right. This is a controversy, a wide receiver that we have not because of the player, but more like the situation he's in. Josh Downs, 48.6% owned. He had a good game with Anthony Richardson. Almost a shocker. I think Anthony Richardson was shocked too. I've never seen somebody celebrate.
It was one catch. That's why he had a good game.
It
was one catch and he was wide open.
Yes,
busted coverage. True. It's a lot of things that went his way. I'll give it to him though because it happened. But on a regular, he would have had like 5 that game.
Yeah, he looked super excited. I'm like, man, like you would think like he didn't think like he could throw it. Like, so he looked too excited for me. That's fine though. But Josh Downs, he's a great player. I would pick him up because honestly, you just never know when you're gonna see Joe Flacco at this point. Like,
at this point, I mean, I don't think the coach has the balls to actually just fully bench Anthony Richardson. So Richardson just has to get injured, which he has done a lot. It's like it probably will happen again before the season ends. So
for sure. So I mean, I think this is a good week to pick up Josh Downs, see what's going on. You might have to drop Josh Downs again, and I won't be mad at you if you have to drop him. But if Flacco becomes a steady part of this offense, man, you just picked up a jewel. Who else do we have here? Let's go to another wide receiver. I really like his situation now. Hopefully Dalton's back, but Xavier Legette, 24% owned. Deontay Johnson, rumbles of him being traded. Thielen coming back from IR. I think I see what's going on, man. I think
I see what's going on too, and because of that, I don't think Dalton starts. Once you're talking about trading Deontay, that means you're officially done with the season, and you're trying to see what's up with next season. So people like Xavier Legette, people like Bryce Young, they're gonna get most of the bump. Jordan Brooks coming in next week. All the young guns gonna get the bump. Dalton, he just got into a car crash. His family's okay, but once they say
his family was in the car.
Yeah, they was all in the car.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so once I'm seeing that he's not playing and all that, it's like I see what's going on. So Legette, like you said, good pickup. Really, really like it. But Bryce Young is gonna be there, so just beware.
I made him like last on the wide receiver list, just like literally on purpose because it is a very finicky situation. Let's go to running backs. We have Tyrone Tracy, the starter for the New York Giants. What a surprise to all of us.
Yeah, he started last game. It was shocking. And it's not even like he started. He got a lot of the work. Like it was a drive where I only saw Tyrone Tracy. The first drive I only saw Tyrone Tracy. That's when I thought, what is going on here? Like is Singletary injured? And the next drive I seen Singletary, I said, oh, you're just not bumping him. That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tyrone
for
Tracy
real.
had like 20 carries, 150 yards. He did good. But
yeah, Steelers are an interesting defense because it's like they're so good at turning you over. But man, they will let you get yards, man.
You can't throw on them and the turnovers come. But run, you could run if you got some dogs on your side.
Yeah, I want to damn near say you can throw on them because Dak went for 350 on them. Let's see what Daniels went for.
Shit. Then why you scared of J-Mo then? Why can't J-Mo do something?
You said J-Mo?
Why can't Jameson Winston do something, bro?
Oh yeah.
Like what were you afraid of? They sweet.
Nah, you got a good point. Let's see. Let's have a yard break today. 264. This is not David Bell, my bad. No. Daniel Jones. 264. So I want to say you can absolutely throw the character, but it's still the Steelers. The way the game script goes is pretty it's not the best for fantasy. But Tyrone Tracy, I just traded Tyrone Tracy. I'm not regretting it, but yeah, he's looking like he's the starter now, and it's a great pickup. He's possibly concussed right now, so just take heed to that. But it's still a great pickup. I feel like this one's a sneaky one. The news came out last week about him being off of IR potentially. Keaton Mitchell, am I saying that right? Keaton Mitchell, 3.6% owned. If you ain't pick him up last week, you should probably pick him up this week. The boy is amazing. I saw him last year.
He's tough. He's tough.
Yeah.
I just think it's more of a dynasty pickup. I don't know what he's gonna do with regular ESPN.
Yeah, for sure.
He has two people above him.
Yeah, Hill, and I think Hill can be bounced at any moment. I think Hill is just Hill's just there because they have no running backs. Right. Derrick Henry, Hill, and I feel like Keaton. Did I say that right? Keaton Mitchell. If he's back, I feel like he is that good that he'll be a great compliment to the King. So definitely look at it. He still has the IR tag on him now. So if you do pick him up, you can just put him in your IR. Right. So I think that's a great pickup. Who else do we have here? Tight ends. It's so crazy. Like I feel like he's here every week. But
is that my boy?
Hunter Henry. Do you have another boy? Because I was about to say Hunter Henry was 27% owned, and now he's 41. So you guys are listening, but it's just like I don't know what is about that. I don't want to pick him up more than 50%.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I guess it's the history of Hunter Henry. He's always been that guy where it's like he'll go off and the next game he'll get 3. But that's tight ends for you. Literally.
So that's why I'm like, why not just pick him up? Like,
right.
I understand you go into the week like I got Hunter Henry. Oh my God, it's not a fun feel, but he's getting the target. Yes, he's getting the target. But the problem now, Drake May is he has a concussion, so that's something else that we have to.
If Drake May don't play, they got it.
Yeah.
Caution expectations for sure.
For sure. I believe. Is there anybody else that you want to speak on? That's all we have for this list. But I know you always got some fun facts and some jewels for the people.
Derek Carr's coming back from injury this week. So
there we go.
That might be somebody that y'all want to pick up. He's 12% owned. But yeah, he's throwing now. The coach said that he's gonna practice this week. So hopefully his obliques and all that is good because that other guy's still a rookie. So
yeah, he's looking terrible.
He's making rookie mistakes. Yeah, Rico Dowdy didn't play.
There's some conspiracies going on, bro. They was like, nah, we saw him. He was signing autographs and shit. He good.
They said he was sick.
which is possible.
Yeah, which is possible. He had flu-like symptoms, pneumonia, all that. He said he was sick, so he didn't play. So Zeke got some bump. Dalvin Cook got some bump. If you're a Cowboys fan, I guess you could pick him up.
You know what's so weird about it though? Because Dalvin Cook they had this idea before he even was sick. There was an idea that Dalvin Cook is being promoted, and it's like, did y'all know he was sick and y'all just ain't say shit, or is he in the doghouse and you're not telling us?
That's a good point. It's one or the other. I don't know which one it is. I'm not a coach. Yeah, it is one or the other.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden Dalvin Cook is being promoted. Like that's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. They said Dalvin Cook was drinking promoted. On the sideline. Yeah, and other guys inactive because you need somebody to be active for him to be promoted.
Correct. So very interesting.
That's a good conspiracy right there. It's a great conspiracy right there. Yeah, I know Gator touched on Gabe Dave. I'm good off of Gabe Dave because he had 0 catches last game, which is his specialty, and he also got injured. He injured his shoulder. So
yeah.
If you want to drink from the well of Gabe Dave, be my guest, bro.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
But he's the only receiver there though. If that makes everybody happy,
it don't make me happy enough. That's the problem. It's like I'm messing with T-Law, Mr. Inconsistent, and then Gabe Dave is also Mr. Inconsistent. So like, I don't think that's a good place for us. But yeah, that was week 9. Waiver wire. Me and Black Woj, we came here, we gave you guys some good knowledge. Definitely use this information. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You know what I'm saying? We've been here following the whole season. Give you guys some gems. Follow us on all social media platforms. We're on IG, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, man. We're on the Apple Music and Apple Podcast. And on Spotify, giving you guys some information if you like the audio versions. Well, me and Black Woj, we're out. Anything you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
Oh, man. Wow. Hell, bro. Hell to the Commanders, bro.
Hey, great finish. Great finish.
Hey, shout out to Noah Brown. Shout out to Noah Brown, bro. Noah Brown.
Hey, Noah Brown, let's get it, man.